got so used to listening to that music, I forgot it was on. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I am fixing something. What's up, Wolf? 1 second. I need a new web host. I'm so going with a new web host soon. Every time I give the link to my website to more than 2 people, the thing crashes. And it's annoying as hell. Give me 1 second, Wolf. Trying to adjust something, I guess you could say. There we go. All right. Now it's back online. I fucking swear. It goes down like at least a couple times a week for some reason. And they say it's something to do with my WordPress theme. That's such bullshit because I've changed my WordPress theme a bunch of times and it keeps going to shit. So I look different. Oh yeah, just I need a haircut. I haven't been to the barbers yet in like 2.5 months. So yeah, I just kind of like wet my hair and pulled it back kind of thing, Let me adjust my camera there. There we go. Yeah. Did that. You get a new knee. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's a story. So yeah, 5 weeks. I got the new knee. And I saw the doctor a couple 2 weeks ago, and he says, okay, let's talk in 3 months, about doing the other knee. I said, no, let's talk in 6 months about doing the other knee. Because it was not a good experience for me. And I'm not saying that to dissuade you or stupid camera, anyone else, from getting knee surgery. It was just one of the worst experiences for me. I woke up out of. By the way, can you hear my fan? Let me know if you can hear my fan. I hope you don't hear my fan. One of the worst experiences, and I literally woke up out of anesthesia, hearing myself moaning, yelling in pain, just like like that, just moaning in pain. And it was not good. It was a lot of pain that first week. And I have a high pain tolerance. I can take pain, but this was on another level. And they only gave me like Tylenol with codeine to combat it. Only fan you hear is okay. Thanks, man. But yeah. So that first week was a lot of pain, and the thing that they don't tell you about is depression. No one mentioned depression to me. No one asked me if I had a history with depression, if I was prone to depression, what have you. No one asked me that because for 2 weeks I was in a deep depression, brought on by the pain and the trauma of the surgery. I mean, even though I don't remember the surgery, obviously, because I was knocked out, I'm telling you, there was something that was left over, like inside of me. I felt traumatized without understanding why. And that played on my depression even more. and then just dealing with the pain and shitty pain. Luckily I had my own stash of Norcos, you know, because the Tylenol 3 with codeine they gave me was just shit. Luckily I had my own stash of Norcos. And if I hadn't, it would have been shit. Or a lot worse. So that was hell for the first 2.5, I would say 3 weeks, until I started being more proactive with my mental health, and I started meditating daily, and, you know, started doing things that I know would help myself. And I was able to pull myself out of that depression. Oh man, between the pain and the depression of those 2 weeks, it was hard. Like, it was really, really difficult. I probably cried a dozen times. And I, that is, oh, is that what you're doing? No, that's my website. That, and, it was just hard. And then check this out. So 2 weeks go by and I don't have a physical therapist. Like, no one's called me about physical therapy. I think that's odd. So I call my surgeon's office. And it takes me a week, by the 4th week, to find out that the physical therapist that had been contracted for me had the wrong phone number and didn't bother to correct that. Didn't bother to go back to the source. Like, someone in their, what do you call it, data entry, you know, whatever, wrote my number off by 1 digit, I found out. So when I finally got a hold of them, they were saying, oh, well, we need you to get this paperwork from your doctor, all that stuff. My doctor sent them the paperwork. A couple days, you know, and this is taking like every day to every step, right? And the next day, it's like, anyway, this whole kerfuffle, they're horrible at what they're. I decided I didn't want to use them because, I mean, if they can't correct a phone number, if they try to contact someone and they can't get a hold of that person, they just give up. They don't bother to go back to the source or to the doctor's office or whatever to make sure that they have the right phone number. And they don't want my business to begin with, you know? You know what I mean? So I tried to get another one. And so the process takes a week. So now I'm up to the 4th week. And I get a hold of them and they say, okay, yeah, we just need a signature and something from your doctor's office. Okay. Call my doctor's office. They send them the stuff. I don't know what's going on with my surgeon's office, but they don't seem to be able to send faxes or emails. I don't know what's going on. But now I'm at like the end of the basically 5th week, got to start my 6th week. And at this point, I still haven't had a physical therapist. But at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I don't even care anymore. Because, I mean, I've been doing my own physical therapy from what I've seen off of YouTube videos. I've been stretching my leg. I can straighten my leg. I can almost get it back to a 90-degree angle, which, you know, is like legs going like complete, like kind of like tucked underneath you. Like this is your sitting position. If this is your leg, they want you to go like just a little bit back more, right? And so I've been stretching like crazy, and I'm getting better myself. Like, just straight up. Like I said, I can bend my knee straight. I can straighten my leg. I can bend my knee almost perfectly. I'm getting closer and closer. Today I finally was able to put my own socks on. I'm getting, my leg is getting stronger. I'm working on that. I can go up and down stairs. So like I said, at this point, why bother with physical therapy? I don't even care anymore. You know, I see my surgeon again next week as for a checkup, see how we're doing. And, you know, I'm tired of trying to, because by the time I actually do start my physical therapy, I will be 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks in. That's ridiculous, because most physical therapy only lasts from 6 to 12 weeks for knee surgery. Right? So what is the point at that point? Oh, Tam just Tam sending stuff to the snap. But you get what I mean. Wolf says, seriously, I'm glad you're doing better. Yeah, me too. I was in a deep hole there for a couple weeks, man. Like really bad. Like I was going stir crazy for being in my bedroom the whole time for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I'll have the other knee done. That's how bad of an experience it was. Talk to me in a year. I've talked about it with Tam, and she understands completely. Like I'm to the point where, hey, if Tam and I want to go somewhere, maybe I get a wheelchair. That's how bad of an experience from the pain. And I don't know if it's just a shitty surgeon I had. I don't know. Shitty anesthesiologist. I don't know. What I do know is that I don't know if that's something I'd do again. So we shall see. Let me where is yeah, well if you want to join me today, I just dropped a link into the Discord. Hold on. Public chat. There we go. You can join me as a guest if you want to. I know you're still working. They left junior mints in your knees. It feels weird. I can definitely feel that there's something different. It does. My left knee does not feel like my right knee at all. And there's definitely a different way it moves, definitely a difference in the way it feels. It's not bad feeling, but there's definitely kind of like a little difference. Also, it's still a little swollen. It gets swollen with use, that kind of thing. So, you know, oh, you're not working right now? Surprised. You already off? That's cool. That's nifty. I know you get excited for this weekend. Excited for your trip. Wolf going to Oklahoma City, right? I took off early so I could get ready for trip. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, so the chaotic background behind me, and I'll be honest with you. So like everything over here, everything in this space, real. Everything in this space, not real. This real. This not real. So like you can see if I like tilt my if I shake my camera a little bit. See that? It's a green screen behind me. I had to move the chair because we took the couch bed and we pulled it out so that I could come downstairs, and if I wanted to rest from sitting in a chair, that I could like lay down for a little while or something like that. So we had to move the chair I'm sitting in over, and I haven't been able to put the green screen behind me yet. So yeah, that's it. So I tried to create something that wouldn't look too bad. I don't know. Who says yes? Excited to go, aren't you? You're gonna have so much fun, man. You're just gonna have a blast. At least I hope you do. I hope everything goes well. We Tam looked at the weather for this weekend where you're going, and you got a pretty nice weather, man. I guess it's gonna be it's supposed to be pretty nice down there at that time. You lucked out. You know, it's pretty awesome. Can't beat that. Did I adjust this yet? Yeah, okay. Just making sure I adjusted this one. Shaky. Shaky. What? Where you been, man? How you doing? The man, the myth, legend. What's up, Shaky? How you doing, man? I just started live streaming again. I've stopped for like last month and a half because I had knee replacement surgery. Yeah. That's fun. Busy as the devil. That's awesome. I hope things are going well for you, Shaky. I hope that you're having a good time and that you're finding a little joy in your life every day. What? You look like Larogi? You look like a man of God. Jesus, no. Please. But how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Far from that, man. Wolfman over on YouTube says, costume is all but done. Gonna get some stage blood to finish up. Wolfman here, if you don't know, he is a member of the CreatureFeatureTV.com. And if you like those old like cable channels that used to do like old horror movies and like with Elvira or whoever, usually on like Channel 52 or something like that, do you like those old B-schlock movies? That's what they do. They show those and they have little skits in between. Wolfman is part of that. It's a lot of fun to watch. Go check it out. CreatureFeatureTV.com. He is going to Oklahoma City this weekend for a horror festival thing, and he's all excited about going to that. He's going to be going in costume and what have you. So he's going to have a lot of fun with that, I'm sure. Shaky says, took a vacation this weekend between jobs. Hey, man, you know when you need the break. You know when you need the rest, right? You'll know that better than anybody else. And if you can do that, nothing wrong with it. That's the thing is that they're starting to learn is, the 5-day work week may be a thing of the past because they're finding out that 4-day work weeks, although obviously shorter, generally people are more efficient. When they have 4 days to do something, they're more efficient. They get more work done, and they come back more refreshed, more ready to, start the job, that kind of thing. So what is it? Bunch of companies are switching to 4-day work weeks because of it. Now, will they pay people more? We'll see. To make up for it, we'll see. We shall see. Shaky says, very cool. We had Creature Feature on Channel 54. Yeah, that's cool. Shaky says, I left the pet crematory and going to work as a paid EMT. Nice. Yeah, it's better than being an EMT for free. For sure. For sure. Getting paid is always better. Am I right? Like if you're going to do something like being an EMT, definitely get paid. That will work out to your favor in the long run. That's cool. Cool, Shaky. Yeah, I just had, this is my 5th week after knee replacement surgery. Whew, that's a long story. Wolf says that everyone has loved my new mask for the season. Yeah, it looks cool so far. I can't see what it looks like when it's done, man. Put a lot of love and horror into it. I could tell. Shaky says, well, I am a volunteer fireman at 2 different stations. Well, that's good. That's good. And I get that. That's a community service, that kind of thing. Still be nice if you could pay for it, though. But that's awesome. That's good that you volunteer to do that. I'm a big proponent of volunteerism. Like, I believe that volunteering is something that everybody should do a couple of times in their life. If it's, like you said, volunteering to work at a fire station, volunteering to work at a food bank, volunteering to work at a hospice, volunteering to work at a charity, some kind of volunteer work where you're in the service of other people. Now, I'll explain to you why I'm such a big proponent of this. It's something my father taught me. And there's something that happens when you volunteer that kind of takes you out of yourself. It kind of reminds you that, yours are not the only problem in the world, and that there are other people who are suffering. And there's something very cathartic about helping someone else when you are suffering yourself. If you're feeling down or depressed or what have you, it tends to it takes you out of your head, and it does good. It helps other people. Some of the best experiences I've had in my youth was when I volunteered. I volunteered in North Dakota at a hospital in their basically what was it called? The can't remember what it's called, but is the ward of the hospital where basically people are there to die. They're in their last days or maybe weeks of their life, and they're there to die. And I had some of the best and the most life-changing experiences with people. And that just, even then, after that, working at senior citizen centers as a volunteer, at soup kitchens, at food banks, things like that. It's just something that everyone should experience at least once in their life, for sure. Yeah, I volunteered at hospices, things like that. Volunteered at senior citizen homes, places like that. It's just something I think everybody should do. Shake says, I love helping people, especially saving lives, even though I don't like people. Well, yeah, because it feels good to give back. That's why, I'm very open about the fact that one of the biggest reasons I try to encourage kindness in others, and that I try to, I come in here and give people encouragement, and even on my Mastodon or wherever else, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever I do, I try to be encouraging and promote kindness as much as I can, because I feel like, I'm on California state insurance, because I have no money. And I am very grateful for that. So for me, doing what I can to help other people, even if they're not just in California, but anywhere, is me giving back to the society that has helped me with my with my health and that kind of thing. To me, it's cathartic. To me, it's a way of giving back. To me, it's a way of helping the society that has helped me. It just feels good. Wolf says, I volunteered once. Long story short, that's how I ended up on Earth. Your mistake. Oh my God. So what do you guys think about last week's the thing about UFOs and Congress and or wherever the fuck they were? I don't even remember that. Man, people have, it's really funny to me because it's a prime example to me of people who they believe something because they want to, and they will accept anything. to push their narrative forward to their own belief. Because you got people talking about that whole thing as if there was an alien that came and sat and talked to everybody. That's how they're treating it, And they're saying, "Oh, the government has admitted that aliens are real." The government, no, that's not what happened. People didn't actually watch it. Look, 3 guys came and testified something. 2 guys came and said, "We saw something while we were flying that we did not understand." And then they talked about how difficult it was reporting it. And then one guy came up and basically 10% of his testimony was, "Oh, I know of this directly. I know of this directly." And then the other 90% was hearsay, was basically, this person told me this, and this person told me that, and this person told me this. There was no evidence. There was nothing to give to show that there's aliens. All we know, 2 things that came out of this. There's only 2 things that came out of this whole thing. Just 2. The first thing is, we need a better reporting system. Well, actually, the first thing is they saw things that they couldn't understand. The second thing was, we need a better reporting system. That's it. That's what came out of the whole thing. That was the goal. They need a better reporting system for reporting unidentified objects. That's it. But people act. All right, Shaky, take care. Shaky had to take off. Take care, Shaky. And look, like Wolf says, I've been saying they're aliens forever, arrogant to look at the sky and believe we are the only intelligent life. I use intelligence very loosely. Oh, no. Look, I know there's probably aliens. I definitely know that there's probably aliens out there. I don't think they've come here. I don't believe that because we don't, we don't have enough information. And I'm not one of those people. See, I practice my logical fallacies and, believing in something without, believing in something because you can't think of any other position. It's called the argument from ignorance. It's like saying, well, I don't know what that thing is, so therefore it must be aliens. That's an argument from ignorance. If you don't know what something is, you don't know what something is. And until they show the crashed planes the ships, until they show the bodies and stuff like that, I remain, agnostic to the whole thing. I'm not saying there is, and I'm not saying they have visited us, and I'm not saying they haven't visited us. I'm just saying we haven't seen anything that proves it either way, right? So, yeah, that's the whole thing. What's interesting? Here's the thing that's interesting. The fact that these sightings are mostly in the United States, which I think calls to a more psychological reason than an actual physical observation thing. The second thing is, the narrative has changed now. I don't know if people realize this, but from my understanding, the last couple of years, the narrative from these alien, hunters or whatever you want to call them, UFO experts, the narrative has changed. It used to be that these aliens are coming, they're visiting us. If you listen to it, it's changing. It is, and I'll explain why. It is no longer aliens are visiting us. It is now they're extra dimensional beings. They're from another dimension, close to ours, where they can cross over the dimensions and they're here on Earth, right? It's now extra dimensional beings. And there's a reason for it, right? The reason is what's called the Fermi paradox, right? And when that came around, I think that's what's called the Fermi paradox. could be wrong about that. If I am, sorry about that. But the idea is that the reason we haven't been visited by aliens is either because we're too far and they can't get to us, and that kind of transportation is hard to do. Um, we haven't seen any other planets with life on it, or ships out there in space because, again, maybe too far and it takes too long for them to get to us. Or maybe it's they haven't left their planet. No one leaves their planet at some point where you think they would go and colonize because they find something more, interesting at home to do. Maybe they find a different mode of travel that doesn't involve actually physically moving. Who knows, right? So the idea is that we're too far, maybe, or that there's too many things that stop a civilization from getting to the point where they go out and they start going out into space and colonizing space. Right? And then you factor in like the amount of time that it would take, and the length and the energy. There are so many things that go against the idea from what we understand of travel in space. That's our own limited understanding. I get that. But there's so many things against it that it would make it nearly impossible. Because of that understanding, that is almost exactly when you start hearing these alien people start talking about extra dimensional beings. Because they can't anymore say that these aliens are coming from far distances to watch us because there's some great, expanding federation of planets or what have you, and they're waiting for us to come, whatever the hell their narrative is. They can't use that anymore. So it's now switching to extra dimensional beings. Excuse me. How else would explain the Kardashians? Exactly. They're obviously aliens. More than obvious. But yeah, that's so things like that kind of like dissuade me from any kind of taking it seriously. Because if you just look at the claims that are made and you look at the evidence, the lack of it, and you look at just like what it would take and what's happening, and all these things come together, and it just makes it to me obvious that we don't know. We just don't know. There's a lot of speculation, and that's about it. Would it be cool if there's extra dimensional beings? Sure. What does that even fucking mean? It's like I even heard someone trying to explain, like this big UFO expert. I saw trying to explain quantum entanglement, how they, how they communicate across vast distances using quantum entanglement. And it becomes painfully aware within the first 4 sentences that this guy has no idea how quantum entanglement works. This guy's not a physics expert, and he heard one thing about quantum entanglement and just ran with it. It is like seriously painfully obvious. So yeah, that's why I remain skeptical about those things. I'm more than happy if anybody wants to prove me differently, but yeah, that's my take on that. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. It's been a long time since I talked like this for so long. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I must get back into the thing here. Get back into live streaming. A friend of mine and I have been trying to start a podcast about movies and TV shows, and then this whole SAG strike came up, and neither one of us want to be scabs and promote the studios right now. So we're kind of retooling the idea of making it more towards independent movies, that kind of thing. So we're in the middle of retooling that. Although my friend, his I don't know if it's just the amount of time that he has or his focus is just really off. Really off. So that's taken a while. Wolf says the only thing I know about quantum physics is you have to fix the timeline, and Ziggy is usually on the fritz. Right? Leaping into bodies is not easy. You and I need to start a podcast about something, Wolf. We'd be funny. We'd have fun. We should do like a horror movie podcast or a vidcast. That's what we could do. We'll do like what is it? Where they sit in the audience and they talk about like Mystery Theater 3000 or whatever. And then we'll come and have people watch us as we're watching the movie and talking about it and streaming a bit, riffing on it, riff tracks, right? Isn't that what it's called? Oh boy. You've been saying that. Well, let's do it, man. We could find like all we have to find is public domain horror movies. Literally, I have everything for it. Like you watch public domain horror movies. So that way there's no copyright strike, right? It's public domain. And then I can make it so that it's nice and big, and you and I kind of like sit either down below or on the side, and we talk about the movie as we're watching it. We make jokes about it. And what we can do is people can come in and chat with us, and watch along with us, or what have you. And then they can, put it on their social media while they're doing it and stuff like that. We can have fun, man. We'll call it, what the hell is this? What am I watching? Let's call it. Or call it, someone paid to make this? That'd be funny. That'd be really good. Hey, give me a second. I'll be right back. This might take me a minute, but because I'm a little slower right now, but I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We will talk. I have a bit of a different vision. Yeah, sure. Let's talk, man. That'll be fun. Talk about it when you get back for your trip or something. I'm up for just about any creative thing right now. You know, I'm feeling like I'm starting to feel more like myself, you know, trying to get more creative, be more crazy. Know what I mean? Like just express myself more. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I rarely do. But yeah. Just hit 3,700 followers on Mastodon. Very, very humbled by that. I know to some it doesn't seem like a lot. Let's be honest, maybe half of those people are active. But for me, it's a big thing because, you know, I'm not counting as like clout or anything like that. But for me, it's about like I feel like I have an audience. Like there are people that enjoy what I'm putting out there and that are having fun and that are like encouraging others to follow me, that kind of thing. It's nice, you know. It's I don't want to call it validation or anything like that, but it's just you know, it's just nice. I feel like I finally like found people who enjoy what I'm putting out into the world. Whatever the hell that means. Oh, water. Got to stay hydrated, you know. So yeah, that's everything that's going on with me. Might live stream tomorrow with Tam. If she's working from home. No, wait, she's probably not. She's probably going into the office actually, because Rachel will be home tomorrow. So I won't, but I will be live streaming tomorrow for sure as well. Hopefully we get some more people in here, even get people to come in as a guest. I gotta, you know, I put out on the Discord the link for anyone that wants to come in and be a guest. The show, they can do it audio or video or what have you. So if you're not a member of the Discord, you're not going to get that link. So how do you find the Discord? Go check my profile. It's there on all. I think it's on Twitch and on YouTube and on PeerTube, Mastodon. You can find it there. You're outbound. Oh, you're leaving at 7-ish, huh? Tonight or tomorrow? When do you leave? You leaving tonight? I don't know why I just switched that. That was weird. But are you leaving tonight? I would or are you leaving tomorrow? Friday, right? Yeah, I don't even know. When do you leave? Hey, Alfred. There we go. Fix the camera a little bit. I know you're leaving at 7-ish, but are you leaving on like today, tomorrow? Oh. Oh, excuse me. Tomorrow morning, going to Thrashers, then just Scab. See you, Scab is driving. Oh, okay. Q Scab. Do you know any of these people's actual names? Because that might be You might need to know their actual names when you're traveling. Like, like if the police find you and they're like, okay, who are you traveling with? Oh, I'm traveling with Scab. Like, okay, what's Scab's name? Scab. Oh, but you're gonna have such a good time, man. I hope you have a safe trip. Ugh. You know, and everything goes well for sure. Wolf says, yes, it's more fun using their stage names. Oh, of course. Sure. I would imagine it. I admit I'm jelly. I'll admit it right off. I am a bit jelly. But you know, Tam and I were talking a couple weeks ago, and I said to her that, you know, I'm not gonna allow my disability to stop us from traveling. Like we both want to go out and go to like Yosemite or you know, see someplace that's just beautiful, or even just like a 2 hour trip to this little town that sells like the best apple pies. It's in towards more to the center of California. You know, yeah, there's this place we love to go to. Haven't been there for years since before the pandemic, and we've been wanting to go back and get an apple pie because they're fucking delicious. I don't know this whole little town that only has like really 2 streets in and out of it. Like I don't think the town is more than 500 people, right? If it was, I'd be surprised. They have these apple orchards, and they're known for making like apple pies. And there's like 3 or 4 restaurants. You go there on the weekend, and this place is just packed with tourists buying apple pies. That's how good they are. You know, so we want to like go back there. We want. I just told her like I'm not going to stop let my disability. So if we have to, I always push back against getting a wheelchair. I'm like all for it now. It put me in a wheelchair if I can't walk that far. If it'll help us go places and do more, whatever. I'm down because I'm tired of it. I can't wait for like the next surgery or what have you to make all these promises of getting out more. I just got to do it myself. Thrasher knows my real name, Wolf says. Scab may know. We are quote unquote friends on the Book of Faces. I don't know what that is, man. I do not recognize that. I do not know what the Book of Faces. What is this strange thing? Have you checked out Threads yet, Larry? The Wolfman. Have you checked out Threads yet, Wolfman? Supposedly, Meta is supposed to start using the activity protocol soon, which will allow people on Threads to be able to follow people on Mastodon and the Fediverse. You know, I there's a big hype about it about a month ago or so, and I'm just like, okay, so when's it going to happen? I actually don't think it will happen. I'm like very, very dubious about it happening because I think that they're being arrogant. Because I think that what will happen, and I don't know if they know that this will happen, but what I think will happen is that they will, once people from Mastodon and the Fediverse can communicate with people on Threads, the people on Threads will see how much better it is on Mastodon and the rest of the Fediverse. Because there's a clear distinction between being a commodity, which is what you would be on, you know, what you are on Threads, or being a user, which you are on Mastodon. And I think people on Threads will start to see that difference. You know how much better it is, the culture, the you know how it is living without an algorithm, you know, that kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see if they do. We'll see if they connect it. I will be surprised if they do because I don't think they're going to. Hear me. Only threads you have are my clothes. Kim Winter has record for loudest burp. Jesus. That's cool. And right when you said that, I gave a little burp. I was like, I made dumplings last night for dinner. I had some for lunch. Oh my god, pork and mushroom, a little bit of onion, a gyoza sauce. It was delicious. Delicious. Ugh. What else going on out there in the world? You're going to your trip. Um, I don't know. Nothing else going on. People losing their minds over Barbie. Uh, what is that? I heard someone refer to it the other day as white white woman's Wakanda. That's great. I mean, my daughter saw the movie. She said it was great. She said it was really good. At one point, it made her cry. You know, I can't go to a theater right now because I'm still using my walker. I'm hoping that by next week I could transition to a cane. I'm working on it, transitioning from the walker to the cane. I just need to build up more strength in my leg. And because once I can get on my cane instead of using the walker, like I can't go up and down my stairs on my own with the walker. So I need someone to help me take the walker down for me. And then I go down up and down stairs using my cane and, the railing. So once I can go straight to my cane, I don't need anybody's help. I can be at home by myself. I can take Dax out, stuff like that. But that's going to start hopefully next week. Dude, it's weird having your muscles cut above your knee. It's weird. It's a weird feeling to not like to lose like all of your strength above your knee. It is weird, dude. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I couldn't lift my leg. I had to use my cane to lift my leg off the floor to get it onto the bed. That's how I did it for the first 2 weeks. Was because I just didn't have that strength. Wolf says I just wait for movies to come out in one of the billion streaming services I'm paying for. We got rid of Netflix. We have HBO, we have Hulu, which is going to be gone by the end of the year because Hulu's going to be Disney soon. We have Disney, and we have Paramount and Peacock, and then Apple TV. Those are the only streaming services we use right now. We got rid of Netflix because they raised their prices, and you know what? I got a friend with a Plex account that can find me anything I want to watch on Netflix at any time. Can download it for me. So fuck Netflix. Wolf says, only movie I'll see in theaters, Star Wars. Fight me, see what happens. Have you seen the what do you call it? I forgot what they called it, but someone took the Obi-Wan Kenobi series and cut it down to like a 2-hour movie. Supposedly, people are saying it's better. That's funny to me. When does Ahsoka start? Ahsoka should be starting this month, right? August, like in a couple weeks or something. I know that's. I think Marvel has dropped the. They need to pull something off big with the second season of Loki, because if they don't, I think that the whole Marvel extended universe thing, you know, their shows are going to be dead. Uh, the Nick Fury one, the last one, Secret Wars, such a disappointment to me. I mean, I don't know if you saw it or anything, but this, don't get me wrong. Samuel Jackson's a great actor. He did great. Acting was great. The story was just, look, I went into it with no expectations and what have you, but the story just was dumb. 6 episodes. And the whole story was about an insolent boy who grew up and got mad at Nick, so decided to destroy the world. And got beat up by someone who gained all the powers of the Avengers. So now they have a Skrull that has it's the strongest creature in the universe. Where are they going to go with that? Haven't watched it yet. Yeah, Wolf. I mean, I don't say this about a lot. It's not horrible. It is watchable, but it takes a while to get nowhere. So if you want to skip it, I wouldn't blame you at all. I don't recommend it. And just the potential it could have had, because the Secret Wars story is actually really kind of cool. But there's no way they could have done it without bringing in their A-list actors. So instead of doing the actual Secret Wars, they just did a spy thriller with Nick Fury and created the Super Skrull. It just, I don't even know why they bothered with it. No. So the next Marvel series has got Loki, I think, is the next Marvel series. It's got to be something. Look at my straw. It's got to be something really good. I've seen the trailers. Trailers look great. But if they don't pull off something big with it, I think people are going to be less interested. If you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. Hey, Wolf, have you seen the NPC trend on TikTok? Have you seen that yet? I'm surprised some people haven't seen it. I asked Rachel the other day. She said she hadn't seen it yet. The NPC trend on TikTok. Yeah, I talked to someone else on my Mastodon who actually has a lot of TikTok followers. They're a musician. And they were like, no, I haven't seen it. I'm just like shocked. Wolf says, I think the MCU is dying slowly. Yeah, it is. And here's the problem. It's not because of burnout. Like, here's the thing. People say, oh, people are just tired of superhero movies. No, that's not the thing. It's such a fucking ridiculous statement to make to me. It's not about the superhero stories. It's about bad writing. It's about bad stories. People are sick of bad superhero movies, right? Because, I mean, it's like people saying, oh, the horror genre is dying. Oh, the drama genre is dying. Oh, the science fiction genre is dying. This shit is serialized movies and series has been around since the fucking beginning of movies. You know, we still make cowboy movies, but we don't make a lot of them because the writing really got bad. And people were pumping out cowboy movies left and right without giving a shit about the writing. And then when the writing improved and people had a higher expectation of what a cowboy movie should be, you started seeing less cowboy movies. You know why? Because companies weren't willing to risk money on bad cowboy movies anymore. because now they're moving on to the next genre. So those things don't die. They just are bad. What people get sick of is bad shit. They're tired of shitty superhero movies. Right, exactly. That's what they're tired of. They're tired of shitty superhero movies. And the problem is, look, here's the problem. The problem with these superhero movies is the same problem that existed in the comic book industry for a long time, which was that in the beginning of comic books, they really wrote to the lowest common denominator, right? They wrote something simple and basic so that everybody could understand. The good guy fought the bad guy who had this evil plot and maybe was trying to fool the good guy, but the good guy figures out the plan and overcomes adversity, maybe gets trapped, overcomes adversity, and then wins the day. That's how your older comics, when comics first started coming out, that's how they were. And that's how these Marvel movies and shows are today. They need to advance. Once in the 70s, you had people like, you had better writers and better people coming around writing these comics. What you started to see was these comics started taking on things like racism. They started taking on bigotry. They started taking on drugs. They started taking on these deeper subjects of the human condition and of morality. Sure, there was the comics that were shoot 'em up, bang 'em up, slash 'em, have fun. Those existed because those are fun. But they also started going into more serious kind of a tone. And if Marvel doesn't do that, they are going to lose. If they don't advance in the same way that comic books advanced, they're not going to have a history. They're not going to be around for much longer. Because people, just like with cowboy movies, they want something more. They want advancement. Just like with sci-fi movies, where sci-fi in the 80s and the 70s and 80s were big, and you started seeing all these shitty sci-fi movies coming out. What happened? George Lucas showed us what a sci-fi movie could really be. And that's then after that, you started seeing a lot of people trying to copy it and failing it. And companies saying, we're losing money on these. So they were more particular about the scripts that they bought. That's what happens with every genre once it goes through its heyday. It's secular. Spielberg did okay with E.T. Yeah, right. Exactly. Once these directors started showing what science fiction could really be, that's when studios started becoming more selective. They had a thing where they made all these stupid sci-fi movies and they made money off of it, but not the big studios. Big studios were more selective. And that's what needs to happen with Marvel, or they're going to die. Simple as that. They need to advance their scripts. Wolf says, I'm going to meet Dee Wallace. I guess I got to look up who Dee Wallace is. Okay, hold on. Dee Wallace. Dee Wallace, also known as Dee Wallace Stone, is an American actress. She's perhaps best known for her role as Mary Taylor in the 1982 blockbuster film E.T. Oh, I see who she is. The mom. Extraterrestrial. Right. Okay, that's cool. Hills Have Eyes as well. The Howling, Cujo, and Critters. Okay, I did not know. Very cool. Michael Bay's and Batty just ran out of ideas. Yeah. But yeah, that's my take on the whole Marvel thing. They're gonna die if they don't change. If they don't start appealing to more of a sophisticated audience, at least some manner. They can still have their kiddie Marvel shows and what have you, but they need to start appealing to a more sophisticated audience. Just like every genre does. Definitely Marvel raised the stake on superhero movies, because let's be honest, what was the only good superhero movie before this? Blade? before Iron Man, right? Batman, you know, um, that kind of thing. The it's been being raised, but at some point Marvel hit a plateau, and they're not willing to risk more advanced storylines. Like they should have leaned hard into the Netflix Marvel series. Like those were so much better. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, meh. But I mean, from a writing standpoint, Jessica Jones was, I think, is probably the best Marvel series that they've ever put out. And that was how long ago? And they've abandoned that because they're trying to be Disney kid friendly. Which I hope once they buy out Hulu will change. We'll see. We shall see. Michael Bay and yeah. How many people are? I mean, how many? Are there any particular guests you're excited to see at the convention there, Wolf? Besides her? I'm sure there's a lot of people you're excited to see. Can't wait to see all the snaps and the pictures you take. It'll be fun. You will have fun, fun, fun. Buddy. What does it say? I was looking at something. So my goal is to get more consistent next week. I hope to stream every day. I would have streamed this week, but I had problems with my streaming service that I use to multi-stream and to do all this stuff. To have like the different, do that and this and the other thing, do like the comments and stuff like that. It's a whole thing, and they were having issues. Like it wasn't working right, and they'd never seen it before. And I had to send them like video of what was happening, and like they had to put a whole they had to stop everything and try to figure out what was going on because it was a problem they'd never seen before. So yay, lucky me. But they fixed it in a couple of days. They figured it out. I don't know what it was, but they figured it out. It's great, Fantastic. So you haven't seen? You didn't answer my question, Wolf. Have you seen the NPC trend on TikTok yet? I will show it to you if you want to see it. But people are making money off that. Like I'm surprised. Like I'll be honest with you. There was a moment where I considered doing my own version of it because people were making some freaking money on it. Yeah, I've been on the Tickety Talk. Didn't you just send me something the other day on TikTok? Okay, let's see if I can find this for you. Hold on. If I can find one, I will bring it up. I'll show you.
Ben 10 week continues.
Shut up. No one wants to hear about Ben 10.
And this is maybe going to be one of my favorite Ben 10 videos I've ever made because we are going to talk about some of the saddest lore
NPC.
in Ben 10.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. I'll just there's. Hold on, let's see if I can find a live one. A good one. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta switch over here. Okay, let's make sure we got that going. Okay, we got that going here. Okay, let's see if we can find. See what this guy's doing. He's only got 600 and something people watching right now. Okay. Let's find a better one. Hold on. Let's see what this one. I want to find a good one. I can find a better one. Hold on. I know I can find a better one. Oh, come on. What's this one? There's 93 people. Okay, let's go with. Got to find the one with more people watching. Let's see. It's hard to tell from the thing here. So what they're doing, I'll explain what they're what. Hold on, I gotta find a good one. I'll explain what they're doing. What is So what's going on is that people gift them things and they react according to the gift. So like if someone gives them a pepper, they'll say, "Ooh, spicy." Or if someone, gives them some cold thing, they'll say, "Ooh, it's cold," something like that. It's really basically they're just reacting to gifts that are being given to them. And they just keep repeating it like they're an NPC. Right? It's hard to find a good one when you're just looking straight on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube, straight on TikTok. Usually they just come up in my stream. But yeah, it's this whole thing where this is if I find a good video. Like, watch this woman's the most popular one.
Gang gang. Ice cream so good. Thank you, Jackie. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang. Oh, special. Gang gang. Rah, rah, rah. Gang gang. Gang gang. Balloon. Gang gang. Gang gang. That was good. Eliminated. Hee-haw, yes.
That's all she does. And she does this for hours.
Yes.
And she makes like a couple $1,000s a day doing this. There are people who are making $500 to $1,000 an hour doing this, getting gifts from people.
You got me feeling like a queen, huh? Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang. Ice cream so good, gang gang.
It's weird.
Gang gang. That was good. Eliminated. Gang gang. Ice cream so good. Gang gang. Pack.
This is the newest. This is the trend for the last 2 weeks in the live of things like here's a guy that does it.
Hey, thanks for the rose. Too much ice cream makes me cold. Roar? Hey, thanks for the rose. Anybody heard that? Hey, thanks for the roar? Hey, thanks for the
This guy's out in public doing it.
Want to turn me into a TikTok star, I see. Hey, thanks for the rose. Hey, thanks for the rose. Hey, thanks for the rose. Ooh, that's Hey, thanks for the rose.
That's what they do. It's insane. And it's just weird that they're making so much money from it. Like, part of me thinks, is this a sexual thing for some people? Like, is it a kink? I don't know. Oh, you're back? You left? You have a visitor? You didn't even get to see it. God damn it, Wolf. Oh, man. I was trying to show you the NPC trend. I thought you were watching. I didn't know you took off. I was showing you examples. So the NPC trend, I'll just go over it and give you the basic really quick. So it's basically, during the live, you get gifts. You can have people give you gifts and what have you. And there's different icons. There's like a pepper, there's a snow cone, there's all this different stuff. So what they do is these people pretend to be NPCs. So they kind of like bob around. And if you show a pepper, they'll say something like, "Ooh, that's spicy." Or if you show them like an ice cream cone, they go, "Slurp, that tastes good." You know, something like that, right? So they react in specific types of reactions, comment, you know, to what the gifts they're being given are, right? And people just give them gifts for doing this, and they're just sitting there and they're just like bobbing around. They're going, you know, yum yum, gang gang, you know, ooh, there's a balloon, pop pop pop, you know. It's weird, dude. It's like the strangest thing. I saw someone explain it that I thought had a really good like take on it. They said it's the ultimate like boiled down version of live streaming, because it is literally the live streamer giving the person exactly what they want, and the person who's donating feeling like they're contributing. It's weird. It sounds like some people, yeah, you know, I was kind of like, it's weird. But after I started seeing how much money some people are making from it, people are making up from like $500 an hour, for anywhere from $50 an hour to $500 an hour, depending. There is a woman on it, I can't remember her name is, something baby, I don't know. But she's been doing it she's like the queen of it right now. This woman makes easily, like, gets enough gifts that she's making like a couple of $1,000s a day in gifts. Just doing this over and over again. It is crazy, dude. I mean, like, it is, hold on a second, sorry. It is insane. Let me go back to see if I can show you that one. I got to show you this. Like, just give you an example of it. Better pay taxes, right? Hey, Johnny, what's up? Have you seen the TikTok NPC thing? Oh, you're driving. We're in Hawaii again? What the hell? You're always in Hawaii. But where are you going to stay out of Hawaii? They don't want people there anymore. Look at this. Is the NPC trend. These people that do this live, but these like, look. This woman Pinky Doll makes so much money doing this. Just watch how many gifts she gets in just a few minutes. So she's reacting to each gift that's being given to her. It's like there's a donut. Now she's going to say something about a donut. She does this for like hours. And she makes so, I know it's cringe, it is. But damn, these people are making money doing this. That's what gets me. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's insane. It's just, it's crazy. Oh wait, did I actually? Yeah, I did. Okay. But, yeah, it's, it is wild. But people are making money off it. And my goes, yeah, right. Okay. You gonna start? I'll tell you the truth. I considered it. I considered doing like a nice guy version, where I compliment people according to the gifts that they give me, you know, that kind of thing. But I'll be honest with you, it's cringe for me. I don't know if I could do it. You know, maybe if I needed the money that desperately, maybe. But it's weird. I don't know. It just feels cringe. It feels. Damn, that money. Like I saw someone that made like $600 from an hour from gifts. That's insane. Yeah, yub. Don't stoop, TD. Yeah, I know, man. I haven't. I won't. But I'll be honest with you. I considered it when I started seeing the money. What are you? Why are you in Hawaii again, Johnny? You know the locals are trying to get people like out. Do you feel anything from, or are you just like around the what do you call it? Like, are you seeing any of the hostility, or are you on like the what do you call it, tourist, track kind of thing? No. Oh, you got a hitman contract? Is that why you're out there? I can understand that. I hope it goes well for you. Make sure they don't see the barcode on the back of your neck. No, well, yeah. If you've been traveling around the touristy parts, like the coast, you may not see any, but there's like growing hostility in Hawaii and the islands towards tourism, because tourism is forcing a lot of them out of their homes, because it's raising the property taxes and the cost of living there to a point where, the rise of homeless indigenous people in Hawaii is getting bigger because of it. And so there's a huge pushback in the native Hawaiian culture right now against, against tourism because of it. And because it's having a drastic effect on the land as well. I don't blame people for wanting to keep their island paradise, I don't blame them for wanting to keep it beautiful. And, the natives there are being pushed out of their home. I don't blame them for pushing back, What's that wolf? Told you not to talk about her business, Johnny. Yeah. But, I'm just glad I'm getting more mobile. I'm getting around more. I can come downstairs. I can live stream. I can sit here for a while. Like I haven't been able to sit in a chair like this for this long up until like a week and a half ago. So, yay me. Yay. It's a good thing. Yeah, the world is changing. I don't know if it's always for the better, but it's changing. Should have been here earlier, Johnny, to hear my UFO rant. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. This is a good first getting back. I'm getting a little antsy. I got to move around a little bit. My knees starting to feel a little stiff, so I'm supposed to be like walking a little bit every hour. I'm going to let you guys go. Johnny, enjoy your trip. Stay safe. Be safe. Wolf, I'm looking forward to seeing all these pictures you're going to take from your trip. Let us know how it goes. Thank you for anybody else that's been watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here with us. And as Wolf says, have a good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.